like, I think I have said this before, especially having two young children in relatively small environment as well. It's like mental noise. It's noise.
It is
All
noise.
that stuff. It's just noisy.
Well, they are noisy.
No, not the kids. All the stuff that comes with them and all the stuff that we had. And I would look at it, and I think I've got slight synesthesia, to be honest with you. It just amounted to noise in my brain.
I know what you mean.
And it was stressful.
You know what?
That's why, that's a big part of the reason why I decided to start chucking stuff out, to be honest with you.
I think you're sensitive to
Yeah.
your objects in the environment
Yeah.
more so than I am. Whereas with me, it is actual noise, like sound. I'm quite sensitive to sound. So much so that I will sit at my desk at work. Everyone else is fine. And I stick earplugs in. You know? No one else does that where I work. Sometimes I put earplugs in when I'm around the family.
Yeah, which I find quite rude, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, actual noise does upset me. And, I was thinking today, I started to write a diary, by the way, of things that happened to me in the day, and also things that I want to do the next day. But one of the things I wrote down was, you know what, it's not the noise level, because I got a little app on my phone which measures decibels. And it's not the level of decibels that gets to me, it's the content of the noise. It's what's in that noise. If people are talking, I can't think. I can't. Because I think in words. So when they say words, it's like, what? I need that space to think in. You can't be like talking in the background to me, because I'm never going to think. If you want to stop me from thinking, just talk at me continuously. And I won't be able to say anything back, because I won't be able to think of anything to say. So I'm quite sensitive to actual sound clutter, I think. If I could have a way of closing my ears, like you can close your eyes, I would want that genetic modification on my ear holes, where my ears just
wouldn't
flap.
really.
No, I would.
And I think you have... What, you'd like to be able to do it at will?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I'd close them most of the time, to be quite honest, and only open them when I needed to hear something.
Thanks.
Well, this is my point. I'm sensitive to actual noise. It affects my stress level a lot. I mean, if I put my earplugs in, I'm so much more peaceful. I'm so much more relaxed. It's just because I've got rid of muffled the background noise in my environment.
Slightly insensitive, I think.
Well, apparently this is socially unacceptable.
Well, no, it just might come across as a little bit rude, in certain situations.
What about body language? Because I like body language quite a lot. I like to watch people's body language. I don't do it when I'm talking very much. I sort of get carried away with what I'm saying. But when I just look at people, I like people watching, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I like looking at their body language, and often, that's how we interact with most people in the world, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
Just through body language. Nothing else. We hardly even talk to people most of the time. No touch, no talk. Mostly just, I need to avoid you as you come towards me on the pavement, somehow, without making too much eye contact.
Or none at all.
So that you think I'm weird. But I also need to check you out to see that you're not a murderer, and but at the same time not stare at you and avoid it from crashing into you. It's just a little game, And then I just like all that kind of visual interaction. To me, I just kind of, I like it more than, I like talking, obviously. Am I going on a rant? Have I just talked for ages? Yeah. I'm just going to stop now.
No, you carry on, honey. You had a point. You were making a point.
Oh, yeah, I like talking. And I guess I like listening. But I sort of get really stressed if I can't say anything for too long. But I don't like background talking. I don't like environment sounds. I find them distracting. But I'm totally fine with all sorts of things visually in the environment. It doesn't bother me. I can just tune them out quite easily. It's just the way our brains work, probably, that's different. I'm good at filtering certain types of things and bad at filtering other types of things. Whereas these, the other way.
Yeah, I think probably that's quite true. Although the noise levels of the girls sometimes is a little bit hard to block out.
Well, I can't block it out. This is why I don't do anything when I'm about with them other than either nothing or join in. I can't actually do anything because I noticed that you're better than me at tuning out of that.
I do, yeah.
And I can't really do it. I can't really tune out sufficiently to actually engage in something that's going to take my brain power.
Unless they're screaming ultra loud, in which case it starts to get a bit stressful. But
Yeah.
I think I've got a higher threshold maybe with sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.